2, 1.
Managing Director. We have Mr. Jack, the Executive Director. We have Mr. David, the Chief Operating Officer. And we have Mr. Alex, the Chief Financial Officer. And then from M&A Securities, we have Mr. Danny, the Deputy Head of Corporate Finance. The floor is open for the questions, but before we begin, let me ask a few questions to the management team before we open the floor to the media. Yeah? Maybe the management team, maybe Jack, you would like to explain more on what is Eckem Holdings' business model.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm Jack, the Executive Director of Eckem Holdings. So at Eckem, we actually have two separate business models. One which is our chemical distribution part of the business, where it contributes approximately 90% to our revenue. So in this part of the business, we are representing many brands, multinational brands, and we are selling them to Malaysia's industrial product manufacturers. Okay, and on the other part of the business, we have manufacturing and trading of rubber products that are made up of lifestyle and also for healthcare. We produce products like dental band and also exercise band. So these products now we are exporting. Approximately 90% of our revenue comes from the export. So there you go, two separate business models: distribution and also manufacturing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Maybe to add on top of that, maybe you can also give a brief on the media for your history as well.
So, as I mentioned just now at the prospectus launching, the group we started in 2007, mainly in the distribution of specialty industrial chemicals, and subsequently in the year 2022, we ventured into the manufacturing of rubber products.
Maybe you can also add on what kind of customers you serve as well.
Okay, for the distribution part of the business, we are supplying to customers like paint manufacturers, construction material manufacturers, adhesive manufacturers, glove manufacturers, automotive care manufacturers, and more. For the manufacturing part of the business, we are selling our own brand, or we have a distributor in Malaysia, and for the rest of the export business, we appointed partners, or you can call them dealers or distributors as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much. The floor is open now. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and state your name and which media do you represent. Yeah? We have the first question here.
Hi, Ina from BFM. So congrats on the prospectus launch. So manufacturers have reported shortages due to the geopolitical tensions for resins, polymers, and basically other industrial chemicals. So how is Eckem currently affected? Are you facing more pressure from supply disruptions, like longer lead times, or weaker demand from customers? Just like to get more insight.
Hi. Okay, I think this war that started in March, nobody expected it. And to this stage, what we see is it is affecting the livelihood of each and every individual. Of course, Eckem, we are also affected, similar to many businesses outside. As for the supply, we are lucky that most of the brands that we are working with, they are multinationals. Many of them are listed in their respective countries, and many of them are giants in their respective field. So we are somewhat more protected in a way, because when they get their supply, we look at our supply. However, saying that it's undoubtedly that the cost has increased throughout the supply chain because crude oil is one of the most important raw material for the whole of petrochemical supply chain. Our risk will be if we are unable to pass on this price increase to our customer, there will be a negative risk on our part. Yeah. But rest assured, the management team, together with our purchasing team, we are working very hard to ensure that we get constant supply at a very competitive supply at a competitive price. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack, for a great answer. We can have the next question now, please. Yeah.
Hi, Navid from Vietnam. First of all, I want to know how does the company view its business prospects over the next 1 or 2 years?
Prospect, okay. Prior to this war, actually, every year we set up new targets to achieve. We set out a 1-year target and 3-year targets. However, with this sudden disruption, we are still trying to push through what we have set earlier this year. First, I think in our prospectus we mentioned that we will increase our production line. We will add another manufacturing line, and I think we will still proceed with that despite the supply struggle. And then in terms of the distribution part of the business, actually started last year, we have been talking to a few new brands that we will be representing in Malaysia and Singapore, and it is still ongoing, and we should be able to see some positive results as soon as this year, and the more positive impact will come in, I think, in 2027. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And apart from geopolitical tensions, can you talk about the main challenges the company faces or even the industry faces?
I guess in all of the industries, including the industry that we are operating in, we face price dumping coming from China. That's why the management we are looking at it very seriously, okay? Because most of the products that we represent are from European countries. But with that being said, we are also actively trying to add some Chinese products, and I want to stress that it's a quality Chinese products being added into our mix of product portfolio, so that we can enjoy the best of both worlds.
I'm Thomas from Malaysia News Channel. Okay, since year by year, the top 5 customers are showing decline in revenue, and also PAT, PBT, and so EPS margins has been declining gradually since 2023. What are Eckem's plans to reverse the decline?
I think partly what contributed the decline is that as we embark on the IPO journey, our company become more corporatized, and then we started to put in more investment, as in expanding the team to make it bigger. So that actually increases the fixed cost to make it decline. However, we find that this is just a temporary, because with the incoming of proceeds, with our expansion of a new production line, we are actually better positioned to actually expand our business. So we are actually very positive for the upcoming 2 to 3 years that actually our EPS, our PBT, or the PAT will increase in the upcoming few years.
Also to add on, part of the reason is because prior to this IPO project, the group actually, we managed to procure very strategic land banks in order to expand our warehouse. So if you look back at our financial report, I think back in 2023, we are only paying about 500,000 on interest expense. And as of 2025, we are paying about 1.7 million. That is about 1.2 million increase in interest expense alone. But if you look at the balance sheet, while we pay that interest, what the company benefits is actually a lot of strategic land bank. And as of last year, I think our asset being recorded 81 million based on the cost approach. We have not even do this repricing on our land bank. So post IPO, with our expansion of the warehouse lab, we are confident that our PAT will then grow at a healthier rate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have time for at least 2 more questions before we end this session.
Thank you for the answer. And so back to the top five customers, they are showing declining revenue year by year. Perhaps you can share the reasons why it is.
The dependency of top 5 customers is always a two-edged sword, you see. It's not good if you are too overly dependent on them. It's also good when their business grows and then your business grows as well, right? So what we are trying to do for the past 3 years, I would say, is that we are trying to widen our customers' reach, our customer base. Yeah. So that reduce actually, for the management point of view, it's not a concern in the short term because we see that the contribution coming from the other customers or the other sectors that we wish to grow into will continue to flourish.
Okay, due to the crisis, the raising prices has been raised. How will it affect Eckem first quarter 2026 and also probably the rest of the year?
I think I couldn't comment much on that because our first quarter financial statement is not out yet at the moment. Yeah. My apologies.
Thank you.
But just to add on, like I said previously, definitely there will be price increase in our products. However, our risk lies on that if we are unable to pass on this price increase to our customers, then our margin will be squeezed. Yeah. So we are trying to play a balancing game where we can get constant supply from our suppliers, at the meantime maintain a healthy margin and sell quality products to our customers. That's what the management is trying to do, despite the crisis.
Thank you. And also, we would like to add on that once the announcement is out, we will also let everybody know as well. Right? Thank you. We have time for, let's say, maybe another question. Okay. If there is no further questions,
There's one question.
we have one question also.
Hi, Nina from BFM again. So you're continuing your expansion into rubber products. So do you see this as maybe cushioning the group's earnings amid the volatility in the industrial chemicals market, or is the rubber segment also facing similar pressures?
I think for the rubber manufacturing line, our rubber segment, we are more positive because we are manufacturing. First, we are controlling the cost, and then Malaysia is also one of the largest natural rubber exporters in the world. So even the price increase, our Malaysian natural rubber products are still one of the best products in the world. And then there are actually a lot of customers from around the world who actually come to Malaysia to source for this kind of products. That's why, despite the crisis ongoing, we are very positive in terms of this natural rubber segment. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. There's no further questions. Maybe I'll get Mr. Jack. Maybe you have some closing remarks for the members of the media today.
Okay, in closing, we believe that Eckem is well positioned to capture the opportunities ahead as we are being supported by our broad product portfolio, our strong supplier network, and also our deep industry expertise. Our IPO marks an important milestone, enabling us to strengthen our capabilities and support our next phase of growth. As we move forward, we remain focused on delivering reliable supply, consistent quality, and tailored solutions to our customers. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.